we first moved in, there were just maybe a handful, and there's times towards usually the end of the day or first thing in the morning, we can have 15 or 20 in our yard. My name's Kathy Mogary. I live in North Coconut Grove. We've lived here since the 90s. And they're kind of whimsical personality-wise, but to me, there's nothing better than coming out to get the paper and being greeted by such beauty. People complain that feeding them makes more of them. I kind of disagree because really, they don't really count on us for a meal. They forage all day long. But we love them. You know, they're quirky, and yeah, they eat flowers, and they can dig up your yard. People complain that they scratch their cars. We have 4 cars and have had no issues with scratching. Every year, there's always a baby or two that gets separated from their mom. Sometimes it's an inexperienced mom, sometimes the mom gets scared and the babies can't keep up and everybody goes in a different direction. And at that point, we just decided we'll just raise them together. We love them.
Go. My name is Albin Murcia, and I hate peacocks. Every morning around 3 to 5 a.m., I'd hear very loud noises like cats fighting or screwing. And I found out there was a peacock farm or a big gang of peacocks just living next to us. Every time I'd see them outside, I'd do the same thing I did with my dog when she misbehaved. Just put my arms out like that and like walk towards it, and they get scared and ran away and maybe make a noise like that, and it just runs away. It stopped attacking the car. I guess it got wiser and realized that it's just a reflection.
Go on, get out of here. Go.
I realize peacocks have really been a hot point for a lot of people, but the bottom line is it's not their fault. Hi, I'm Ron McGill. I'm the Communications Director at Zoo Miami. Peacocks came here many decades ago. They were brought over from India where they're the national bird, and it was brought over as this beautiful romantic image of seeing this ornamental bird walking around. The bottom line is they don't belong here. They make a tremendous amount of noise, they produce a tremendous amount of waste, and they can be quite destructive. Peacocks don't recognize weekends. Every day is the same, so every day before sunrise you're going to hear that. So their only real threat as far as natural predators go would be snakes and birds of prey. But other than that, that's why they thrive and that's why they're able to reproduce in such high numbers. When the peacock is in the breeding season, you know, he's got those long eyelet tail feathers and he opens up those feathers and he does this dance and he flips them around, he starts strutting in front of the females. And it's so funny because he could do that for hours. Oh, please, baby, please look at me, please, please, please. Because the female runs the show. She says if, when, how many times. He's got to beg for it.
They procreate almost like rabbits. My name's Cindy McCall. I live in the Natoma Manors section of North Coconut Grove. And we moved here about 20 years ago. At that time, there were no peacocks. Flash forward, in the last few years, we've gotten to where there's hundreds.
This is crazy.
The challenges that we've had are property damage. Our cars have been ruined. My husband's car was freshly painted. You would never know it. It is totally scratched up, dented. Paint has been, I guess, like chipped off with their beaks. So for us, our particular quality of life has gone down, which is a bummer because we live in paradise.
It was only until I really saw a video of property damage and they see the reflection in the side of a car, a dark painted car, red, black car, and they jump and they use their hind claw to just start scratching the reflection. I'm Miami Commissioner Ken Russell. I'm the City Commissioner for here in Coconut Grove in the city of Miami. And we have done a peacock census, and there are over 600 peacocks in the Coconut Grove area of town alone. They've done thousands and thousands of dollars of private property damage. And I realized that's when we had to come up with some sort of program. There have been no removals as of yet. The next steps are to locate the most humane trapper and the most humane sanctuary. The birds fit so well with the romance of Coconut Grove. It's such a bohemian, artsy place. I have to say I'm definitely a lover of the peacocks in the Grove.